Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic I basically wanted to talk to you guys about how the narcissist stalks their victims until until they destroy you. So the narcissist stalks their victims. You're not the only victim. I don't even like the word victim, but that's what it is, because you have someone who is preying on you. You're not preying on that person. They're preying on you. And you're not viewing them as a predator. They're doing things that are weird to you that no one has probably ever done. You feel like you have this close friendship, relationship to this person, but you're dealing with someone. It's almost like dealing with a brainless person. It's like dealing with a body that has no spirit, that has no soul. And that body is addicted to worldly things. That body, that animal, that animal that you're dealing with, we're human beings, but we're mammals. And that animal, that narcissist animal that you're dealing with, I've said it before, it's like a dog that has the rabies. It looks like, a regular dog, but there's something off about it. If you've never been around a dog that has rabies, and you probably just don't know what it is or what it looks like until you experience it. And if you don't have anybody telling you what it is, you might think, it's not dangerous or nothing's going to happen to you, So when you're dealing with a narcissist stalker, it's like being in a horror movie, It's like being in a horror movie. You're thinking, oh, I met this person by accident. It just kind of happened that way. Or I met this person organically. And things might move slow in the beginning, or they might move really fast. Really fast. You feel like you found someone that, is really attracted to you, will cater to you. They seem genuinely nice. They make you feel protected, or they make you feel like, admired or wanted, desired. You might feel the lust, and you might be okay with it. It just feels good to be in lust. And you might even think, I feel like I'm in love, But there comes a moment where, it's like being in a horror movie, and certain things are coming up, certain signs are there, and you're ignoring the signs, That person is doing research on you. They're doing research on your family, friends. They're asking all the questions. They're making theories. They're making assumptions. They're labeling you. You don't even realize the narcissist is stalking you. I remember when me and the narcissist were together, and it was still kind of like in the beginning, and I was in college. And I remember coming out of my class, and I was walking to the parking lot, and my car was really dusty in the back. And someone wrote, "I love you. Call me," or "I love you," or something. They said "I love you," and I don't know if they said "call me," or they said something like that, right? But I remember it said "I love you," and all my friends at school, my classmates, were laughing. They're like, "Who wrote on your car?" And they're all laughing at the same time. And I'm thinking to myself, you guys need to stop playing with me. Like, stop playing with me like that. I know it's you guys. I'm sitting there laughing, thinking, it must be you guys. Thinking a man that I'm dating who is kind of off, because they keep kind of disappearing, but then they keep coming back and giving me a lot of attention. I'm living in this fairy tale world. I'm living in the world the narcissist craves to be a part of. And I'm not attention, right? I'm just like, it must be one of my classmates. They're laughing. They're telling me, I swear it's not us. You have a secret admirer who you've been talking to. It must be your man. They're saying all these things. They're joking. They're laughing. And I'm just thinking, you know, it's them. They're being clowns. Like they're playing games with me. And I kind of brushed it off. I ignored it. Later on, I think like the next day, the narcissist reappears at my home. You know, at that time, you know, I was living with my parents, and you know, and I was thinking to myself, like, you know, why would the narcissist reappear at my home without my consent? I'm thinking like it's just weird to me. I'm not used to people just coming to my home out of nowhere, you know, without calling in, or if you know you didn't call in, just don't show up because it's rude, right? But they were calling my home phone because they couldn't reach me to my phone because I blocked them. This was the beginning. You know, I felt like, you know, the butterflies, I was in lust, and then I kind of snapped out of it. You know how like a serial killer in a movie is trying to get you to trust them, and then you know something is off, but then they convince you to take them back and forgive them, and you're just watching the movie, eating popcorn, and you're like, girl, don't fall for that. He's crazy. She's crazy. You know? And that person is still kind of like shaking their head, scratching their head like, you know, maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I'm just, you know, your guard is going up in a way that it's never went up before. But because you've ignored red flags many times from people, period, you ignore it. So the narcissist, you know, pulls up at my home because they called my home phone and they still couldn't get in contact with me. And I almost feel like they called my home phone because they wanted to make their presence known to my family, because I had only called them from my house phone one time when my phone died. And most people don't have house phones, right? But, you know, so I called them from that house phone. I'm not thinking they'll, you know, they still have the number, or they would have the balls to call the number. And that was another red flag, and I ignored it. I'm just thinking, this person must really want to get in contact with me, and now they're coming to my home because they can't reach me. That's what I'm thinking. So, you know, they end up coming to my home, but they don't come to the door like a respectable person to ask for me, you know, and introduce themselves to anyone, you know. So when they pull up, they start honking the horn. They're just honking the horn in front of my house. And I'm looking out the window like, who keeps honking the horn? And this is like late at night. So my family wouldn't think, they're already sleeping, snoring. And I'm like, looking out the window wondering who it is because I'm still up. And, behold goes the narcissist. They're there. So I end up going outside and talking to them in the car, and we kind of just spent that whole night talking in the car to the point where we fell asleep in the car. So this is what they do. It's like they trauma bond you with fake fights, things that don't make sense, and you're just ignoring everything. You're not seeing none of this behavior as weird, as stalkerish, as, they're acting like they've known you forever doing this type of stuff. And you're just thinking it's someone that really likes me, we're into each other and whatever, right? You're not knowing that the narcissist stalks not just you, but they're stalking other people while they're stalking you. They just know because you're the new supply, you're not going to find the behavior weird as someone who's been dealing with them for years and know that that's their typical behavior. So you'll ask them, why do you pop up? Why do you do certain things? Why, they're love bombing you with gifts. Why do you, fight me? And now you're taking me out to a 5-star restaurant, so they want to party. They want to have this fun with you. But then there's all this confusion that's not making sense. And you're thinking maybe that's just how men are. Maybe, he's went through trauma. Maybe, he's bipolar. Maybe he has anger issues. Maybe he's unhappy in his life. You're just making up all these things, but really it's not your problem to even fix. But you're an empath and you're a fixer, so you want to fix it because maybe your family's taught you to forgive. Your family's taught you to be giving. You might have been molded or trained to be that way with the people closest to you. And now, you're dealing with this narcissist they're feeding off of this. And you just don't know. You don't know they're stalking you. They're stalking other people. And the relationship just keeps going on. It's like you're in a movie, but a very long movie. It just depends on how long you stick around. It's a freaking movie. It's a shit show. And you won't know it's a shit show until it's over. And it takes a long time to figure that one out. Because even when it's over, they're still stalking you. They're still trying to make you the secondary source. They're still checking up on you like they're your friend. And they just, they're trying to talk to you on the phone and just act like it's a normal day after all the things they've done to you through the years, use you, abuse you. They're just trying to talk to you on the phone like, hey, what you been up to? Yeah, I know you're mad at me. Yeah, I know you said I'm the devil. Yeah, I know you think I'm evil. I just called to see how you were doing. I just was trying to make it seem like, hey, you have narcissists in your life that completely avoid you. If I was such a bad person, I'm not avoiding you, because I know it's hurtful when someone ignores you. So to the narcissist, it's like, look, I'm still here. I'm still stalking you. That means I'm not that bad, I'm still around. Most people would have been scared because they know they're liars and deceivers and users and thieves. They would be scared to come back to the scene of the crime. But I want to show you how bold I am. So when these people keep coming back in your life, they're trying to show you how disrespectful they are. And they'll sit there and play with you on the phone and act, reminisce about stories and tell you what they've been up to and how happy they are and how everything's going well and how, oh, they have so many haters. They have so many people trying to bring them down. It's like they kind of want you to be their friend. They're still stalking you like they didn't destroy your life. Like they just want to keep dragging you on into this movie. If you reach out to them because you're having a bad day and you get emotional and send that text or that email, that call, they're going to come running back just to hear your feelings, just to see you upset, just to hear you cry. They don't feel sorry for you. They didn't feel sorry for you when they were with you and you were crying, probably curled up in bed while they were just talking shit the whole time. And you're just laying there crying, I don't want to fight no more. Come on, let's lay down. And they're sitting there like, if I didn't give a damn while I was with you, why would I give a damn now? They're just kind of like, whatever energy you're giving me, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to be done stalking you until I destroy you. This is why the stalking and all that, they'll stalk you for a long time, months, years, in and out of Hoovers and love bombs. And once they destroy you completely where it's very hard to get your life together, that's when they'll back up. That's when they'll back up because they know they left you in a vulnerable situation. And then even though they backed up, they will still stalk you, still check up on you, still talk about you to people around them and what they did to you, even brag about it. They'll, talk to people around you and twist stories just to get you more upset. Just like when they're with you and they're talking all that shit, you know, behind your back, but then they're super nice and they're like a whole nother person when it's just you two. You're going walks on the beach, nice places, restaurants that you're going to, cooking together, you know, watching movies. You're experiencing a different part of them, and other people don't see that. So people think when you're acting crazy or emotional, people are like, leave. We don't see him treating you good, not one bit. They haven't said nothing nice about you. They talk a lot of crap behind your back. You know? They're making it seem like you haven't tried leaving them alone. They haven't seen and witnessed for themselves the narcissist not leaving you alone. You know, they haven't witnessed it. And then when they do witness it, the narcissist is laughing, you know, because they know the people around you are upset. And that's what makes the narcissist demonic. It's not that they're just fucking with you. They're fucking with your mother, your father. Go get your daddy, you know. They're messing with your family, your children. They know that it's affecting you and your relationships with people, and people are trying to warn you, and the narcissist is playing the love bomb game, making you forgive them, and everyone is like, fuck their flowers, fuck their nice dates, fuck cuddling with them and watching movies. Screw that. They're playing you. And you're just like, no, but how could they be playing me? That doesn't make sense. Why would someone be around someone and do that? That doesn't make... Well, if they wanted a whore to use for sex and supply, why don't they just go get a whore? Because they have to pay for it? Did you think about that one? Why don't they go find a girl that's very sexual and she doesn't, you know... She doesn't need anything, any money, benefits. It's what she wants to do. Because that's hard to find, as easy as it sounds. Because those type of women are not just going to want to mess with the narcissist. They're going to want to mess with other narcissists and other men. And if they're going to mess with different people, they're going to need money. And they're going to need people to take care of them. And they can't spend all their time with the narcissist because as much as they love it, they still need someone to supply them. So they'll leave and go mess with someone else. And the narcissist doesn't like those type of women because they feel like they don't have full control. They feel like someone else has control over them. Even if that person is riding solo, there's someone that person will run to. That's how they're looking at it. It's like when narcissists get their primary sources of supply, you know, to have threesomes, and they're trying to look for that third person. And now you have a woman pretending to be your friend, but she's only befriending you because she's trying to find supply for the narcissist. And now she's coming on to you and you're wondering why your homegirl's, you know, looking at you, batting her lashes, staring at your body. And now she's asking you, oh, you like girls? And, you know, me and my man want to have a threesome. Now she's telling you what her plan is. And that means that the whole friendship you thought you had with this person was fake because they are being puppeted by the narcissist. The narcissist stalks the women that you bring around them. They're stalking your friends. When you're with them, they're stalking your friends. They're thinking if me and you get in an argument, I'm going to contact your friend and ask them how to get in contact with you. Especially if you have them online and they're searching your friends. They're looking at everyone in your friends list, every comment you ever posted from years ago. They're looking at what kind of conversations you've had. What kind of posts did you post? Are you emotional? Do you put your feelings out? They're studying you. They're stalking you to a T. You know? So, narcissists stalk their victims. And then they don't have no shame of coming back to the scene of the crime until they kill you, or they get you to kill yourself. You know, even if they have to hoover you every couple months, every couple of years, you know, even if you don't hear from them, you better believe they've driven past your house. You know, someone broke into your house, you better believe it was probably the narcissist. You probably feel like, nah, I don't think they would do that. Yes, they would. They're climbing up what did that guy say? They're climbing up your windows and snatching your people up. That's what the narcissist is doing. You know, there's moments that I had with the narcissist where my grandmother she knew his intentions were bad and I couldn't see them. It was in the way he introduced himself to my family, very like, you know, of course you want someone to have confidence, but it was like, I don't really care that I'm here. Hey, nice to meet you guys. Oh, you guys' food is good. Oh, I can get as many drinks as I want. Cool. Trying to sell themselves, but people can feel their shadiness. It's in their, see, the narcissist can move on up to different supplies, but their energy will give it away to people who are more mature in life experiences. See, people that don't have it, this is why they prey on the young, the weak, you know, people who don't have certain people on their corner. This is why they prey on certain people, because they can't get away with that type of behavior with everyone, especially people who've already went through stuff. That's why when they have a primary source and they done beat that person down so much that that person is willing to do anything, threesomes, they're willing to do everything for the narcissist. You know, they're acting like it's their idea and that's what they're into. They don't even know that, you know, the narcissist has been having a plan all along. And while you're thinking, you know, you're thinking it maybe, you know, that you have someone that you don't have any secrets, you know, you don't have any secrets with this person. You don't know they're stalking other people, other primary sources that they've had before, and they're looking to play. They don't want to pay to play. You know, that's the narcissist's whole motive, you know. Unless you're dealing with someone with a higher grade narcissist, and they're only going to love bomb you into that world, and then they're going to control everything about your life. You know, they're not just going to help you and let you run around wild and let you do whatever you want to do. You have to move the way they want you to move. But my family, you know, my grandmother said, that man is going to turn you to dust. And I thought what she said was crazy. I'm like, why would you say something like that? But it's because of the